To replace an X180T controller, first use a 3/8" socket to loosen and remove the power and ground connections. Next, moving clockwise around the controller, lift the tabs to free up and remove the tank sensor harnesses. If you have multiple, label them as you go to make reinstalling them go more smoothly. Then, remove your lockout wire from the spade terminal at the top left. The last things to remove from the left side are the CAN bus connections. If one of your CAN bus ports has a terminating resistor in it, remove it and save it for the replacement controller. For the next connections to remove, start at the bottom right. Begin removing the various reversing polarity outputs from their spade terminals. Make sure you have labeled each one before removing to make reinstalling go more smoothly. Work your way up the side of the controller until you have removed the 15-amp latching output from the top spade connection. Finally, you will remove the 5-amp latching outputs from their locking tabs the same as you did the tank sensor harnesses on the left side by lifting each tab up and removing the corresponding wire. Once all wires have been removed, the controller is ready to be removed as well. Simply undo the screws holding it in place and replace it. When securing the new controller, take care not to over-tighten the screws, as this could damage the mounting brackets on the controller. Once it is secured, you will need to begin reconnecting all the wires removed from the previous one. Start with the 5-amp latching outputs in the top right corner, working your way down. Be sure each tab is latched securely and that each wire goes back to the correct position. Then, begin reconnecting the spade connections. This is where labels will be most beneficial. Once the right side is complete, proceed back to the left side and begin with your CAN bus connections. Remember to reinstall the terminating resistor if the controller had one previously, or the system may not work correctly. Then, reconnect your lockout input and tank sensor harnesses. Finally, reconnect your power and ground wires, securing them in place with a 3/8 socket. Be careful not to over-tighten, as this could damage the board.